Hi friends! Today we are covering the newly released from Rare Beauty, the Liquid Pinch, is this what it's called? One moment. The Soft Pinch Liquid Blush and the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer. But if it's your first time here, hi! I'm Alicia, thank you so much for clicking on my video. And if you are returning, well, thank you for visiting me again. Kinky Sweat stands for my kinky hair and sweat life. I'm a fitness professional who loves things, all movement and beauty. If you want to check out what I do in between the makeups, you can head over to my Instagram. Thinking about taking class virtually? Well then please sign up for my newsletter down below. In addition to the liquid blush and bronzer stick that I just showed, Rare Beauty also released the Always and Optimus Soft Radiance Setting Powder. Now I did not buy it because I'm like, let me try these products first, and if it works out, then I'll grab the loose powder. I would love to finish my Pat McGrath Light Medium 2 loose powder, which I'm almost there, so I am at a crossroads in deciding what other loose powder to purchase. What compelled me to pick up the liquid blush and bronzer stick, well, specifically the Soft Pinch liquid blush, when I saw, thanks to my beauty intel, that Christine from Temptalia.com issued the liquid blush an A+ grade. I was like, wow, this got an A+ from Christine? I don't know how she graded the bronzer stick, but I was intrigued, fam, because I do have the melting blush here. I think this released maybe a year or two ago. I liked it. I wasn't crazy about it because it's actually very light in consistency. I mean, it disappears easily, and I understand its role in a makeup wearer's life where they need something very much non-intimidating for the application. So yes, if you don't like a lot of makeup, if you want like a barely there dose of color, then the melting pot definitely will fulfill that need. However, from trying these liquid blushes as well as the bronzer stick, I am very thrilled to report that these are hits. Before we get into the swatches and demo, a few product details. The Soft Pinch Liquid Blush retails for $20 and the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer for $23. The Soft Pinch Liquid Blush comes in 12 shades. I have Hope and Joy, a weightless, long-lasting liquid blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy flush. Available in matte and dew finishes. I know on the Sephora display under the shade it had the finish, and unfortunately I did not remember which finish Hope was, but I made sure at the time I picked up one dewy and one matte. But to quickly cover, these products are made in Korea and they weigh in at 0.25 fluid ounces or 7.5 milliliters each. Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer, we are looking at 5 colorways here. I picked up Always Sunny. This product is made in Italy. 0.25 ounces or 7 grams of product. I'll start with the bronzer stick first because I actually have some B-roll to share. Always Sunny is described to be a rich caramel with neutral undertones. When I tried this for the first time, I immediately recognized the beyond silky feel of this bronzer stick. It just glides over the skin, and I was like, this is perfect for makeup beginners or for those who just like a lighter dose of product. They like their products to feel like they're painting or they're drawing or something easier than having a brush or a sponge, going into the compact and trying to feel out where the product belongs, where it can apply well. This, you just hit it right into the hollows of the cheeks, over the temples, down the jaw if you want to get there with the bronzer. And here I use my Sonia G Classic Base. Punch this right into the hollow of my cheeks, and man, it just blended like a dream. I could not believe it. I was just astounded, not only by the blend, just how soft it looks on the skin. The color too is great for me. Although neutral, there is still a little warmth that I appreciate from the bronzer stick, given that it is a bronzer stick and not supposed to be contour. The color itself can serve as a blush too. Again, because of that caramel tone, I think it just provides a really nice healthy glow to my skin. In the B-roll, I applied the Warm Wishes bronzer stick on top of the RCMA 5-part Shinto foundation palette. On the other side, I applied this on bare skin, and the reason why I wanted to do this was because I know there are people out there who don't need foundation, who don't like foundation, but they're into the cheek products, right? They don't have a lot of brushes or sponges. They just apply makeup with their fingers and that works for them. Even blending this out with my fingers, I thought was pretty effortless. It wasn't as precise as it is with a brush, clearly because the brush is more accurate in terms of design, how it fits into the hollows of my cheeks. When you blend this out with your fingers, you'll get more of a general blend on that hollow of the cheek area, but it still worked out that the part of my cheeks looked bronze. It didn't look messy. I just kept the blend above my jawline and it was totally fine. So this blends beautifully, not only with a brush, but with fingers as well. And I think that phenomenal. That just presents a wider spectrum of options for the makeup wearer to apply this with. You don't feel chained to a specific brush or whatever makeup tool you think you need. Just tap it on and you're done. And here again, I adore the construction of this bronzer stick. I don't think I've used a bronzer stick for a bit. I know the Makeup by Mario had a bronzer stick, which I do have. I think this is far superior to that stick. And I know Selena Gomez is not a makeup artist, and I know Mario has a lot more experience than Selena. I just think this is a better product. I think a better product for a wider spectrum of, again, makeup users, especially for the makeup beginner and even the pro. Like, look how fast it will take for this to blend. I'm just gonna tap it down as you saw I did with the demo. And I even like to use circular motions because it's so silky on the skin. It doesn't disrupt the foundation I have. Right now I have the AURIC Glow Lust in Sunstone and I applied Pat's foundation on top, which I am digging. I adore the color of this bronzer stick. I think it gives me the right amount of warmth. And I'm sorry, why don't you come in a little closer? That's enough. Just for funsies, I'll use my finger on this side, still over foundation. I know on the B-roll I did this over just bare skin, but look how easy it is to blend with your finger. So again, you could apply, let's say, your tinted moisturizer all over your face, put on the bronzer stick, and you're done. How it compares to the Say Sun Melt bronzer, this definitely gives me a little more color, which I like. The Say, I feel, missed a spot, gives me more of a bronzing glow. Now, if I wanted, I could choose the next color shade up to give me a little more of a heavier dosing of bronzer color, but I like the Say in that it kind of gives me just enough bronzing glow to mesh with the cheek product I will use at the time. It works well over foundation, over powder, over and under different blush products. But this I was blown away by. And again, the texture, although very easy to blend, it doesn't blend away. It leaves something behind. The skin looks very soft, it looks very blurred. I did apply Pat's loose powder in light medium too. I wanted to see how it would do over powder. It was very light dosing of it. I didn't pack it on, but it doesn't appear uneven. It blends well over powder and it will blend equally so just as beautifully over just bare foundation. Now for the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Again, there are 12 shades. I wanted to keep it as reasonable as possible. I wanted to pick just 2 shades that represented more of like the true pink part of the spectrum and a warmer coral part of the spectrum. There are wine types of shades and mauve types of shades, and I love those colors. But Suku is dropping their new blushes in the new year. And a new formula. I'm saving for that, fam. I actually purchased these products from a gift card I got from Maddie and her mom. So yes, I bought this with Sephora dollars, but if I have any left and there's nothing else that piques my interest like this is right now, then I'll just get more colors. Hope is a nude mauve, which I thought an interesting description and I was very much intrigued. On the demo, I applied this on the RCMA foundation side, used a brush to blend out, and it is outstanding in terms of the color, how easy it was to blend out. And this is really a true to pink tone, but it doesn't look muddy, because when it comes to mauve can be a little tricky on my skin tone. in terms of it looking a little dull, but I think that nude hue combined with the mauve just makes it perfect. So here I have like a really nice dose of flush, which I think appropriate for every day. I don't feel inclined to apply eyeshadow, maybe a little bit of gloss that's a similar color to the Soft Pinch liquid blush, and done. Next is Joy, and it says here dewy muted peach, so maybe Hope is the more matte. Even though matte is still not drying on the skin, the way it blends leaves behind a beautiful natural finish. If you feel inclined to apply powder before to anchor down the longevity so it doesn't disappear, then definitely go for it. I really love that there's a little bit of a sheen left behind, and I didn't over powder as well, so maybe that would have been different if I went in with a little more powder. Joy again is a dewy matte peach, and I apply this on my no makeup side just so you can see how it looks again on bare skin under different circumstances. Again, if you're looking to just plop this on quickly on bare skin without any foundation or tinted moisturizer, it blended beautifully with my fingers, and I'll do the same thing here with my fingers. I applied 2 dots, which is more than enough. A little goes a long way. I could have just fared well with 1 dot, but I'm bringing it a little higher here and around the apples of my cheeks to imbue that natural flushed look. But I'm happy I went with Joy because even though it says peach, this I feel leans a little more coral, but I like that I have both colors. I like a little more of a subdued everyday pink, and then I have a more flushed out peach. And as you see, finger blend, easy, ready to go. I love the color, the way it blended with the bronzer stick. Effortless belongs in the makeup name because these products really, they blew me away. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe I had low expectations because of the melting pot. And to provide more context, I did not leap at the drop of Rare Beauty. I do not have the, I think it was a foundation or a tinted light coverage foundation, the concealer. I held back with a lot of their products, but these I'm really happy with, and I would highly recommend them to, again, people who love liquid blushes instead of powder, and especially with bronzer products that you could just apply directly to your face like I can with the bronzer stick. And a quick note about the construction, very modest in design but beautiful. You have this matte pastel pink cover, the mirrored rose gold cap. You got the Rare Beauty logo on the top here, but what I like especially is that you have this lining that ensures the cap clicks on securely, so this is not going to come off in your makeup bag, which has happened to me in the past with like chubby types of sticks that don't have that extra line of security. You have the dial up bottom that will push up more product, and you could also bring it down. So I think again the construction, the design is practical, it's approachable, digestible. The liquid blush products, great. It has the doe foot applicator, and I really love the cap on this. Is adorable actually. You have the doe foot here that has a nice wide tip at the bottom. If you're applying this on someone else, you could apply the liquid blush on the back of your hand or on a palette first, and then however you want to go in with fingers, a brush, or a sponge. I have not used this with the sponge, so I cannot speak to that application and how much the sponge will absorb, but I think these have enough pigmentation that more than enough color will be left behind if you decide to use a sponge with the liquid blush. And just for funsies, before we wrap up, I wanted to take a little bit of the Always Sunny and just strike it across my crease here. Something you can do also if you're not into eyeshadow but you want a little color on the lid. You just take your favorite brush, strike it along the bronzer stick, and then apply that color through your crease, or you could even just take your finger and place it along your lid. Now granted, if you have oily lids, this will break down rather quickly because it is designed to be used on your cheeks, so you want that emollient formula to look skin-like and finish. Definitely not the same as how your lids operate, but You could apply maybe a loose powder first on your lids, or you go in with your favorite eye primer. If you want it, you could use the liquid blush. I'll tap on, I think this is Hope. Yes. You could tap on Hope on the lids. I'm actually going to use my finger just in case you do not have a brush here. Tap it along the lid, and you got a little bit of color on the lids to just wrap everything together if you want. Just again, going through different scenarios. I don't have the highlighter, but because I use the AURIC underneath, some of that is still coming through and showing up on my cheekbones. Will this prompt me to try their liquid highlighter? Perhaps. And if I do pick one up, I'll come back on here and tell you all about it. And that is it, fam. A quick overview covering the new Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush and the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick. If there's something that Rare Beauty truly impressed me with, it's these products. If I choose to pick up more shades of the liquid blush and you by chance have the colors that I didn't present here, let me know what you think will work on me. I'm eyeing maybe a lighter peach, but I'm actually quite content with these shades. I can definitely make an argument why I need more, but I really, again, I just wanted more of a true pink and more of like a coral peach for my liquid blush family. The bronzer stick out of the two, I am mostly head over heels for. Again, it is so silky on the skin, easy to blend out with fingers or a brush or even a sponge. I'm only assuming. If that's not the case, let me know down below. This does inspire me to try their loose powder. I don't know if it will make such an impression like these products are right now. It's worth a try. I'll let you know when I pick that up if I choose to, but right now these are a complete hit. I think these deliver more actually than the Natasha Denona cream blushes. The reason I say that is because this new cream blush formula that Natasha introduced in her Glam Face Palette format has a little more emolliency than the Rare Beauty blushes, and because of that, the staying power I think from the Rare Beauty is better. Now I'll come back to that statement once I wear these for longer periods of time, and from experimenting I do find that you get better longevity from the Glam Face cheek formula when you apply it over powder versus just bare skin or bare foundation. Whereas I think the Soft Pinch has great staying powder on makeup and on bare skin. So just something for you to consider. Since I have all the makeup, I definitely will be combining them, cocktailing them. And another reason why I'm not running to get more shades, because I just, again, bought the Rose Cheek Mini Duo. I have both Glam Face palettes. So I'm okay for now. But the bronzer stick is MVP. Let me know if you picked up anything from this Rare Beauty release, fam, what you think of the bronzer stick and liquid blushes. I'll see you down in the comments, and until then, that is alright. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And until then, I will see you on here again with another review, tutorial, Rare Beauty cheek product extravaganza, monthly favorites or vlog. Take care, and I will see you again soon.